Hey guys, this is Sam and we're back in the workshop. Today we have a quick little video, hopefully it should be quick, on how to solder onto the contact bars for the TM Recoil series. Now I personally quite like to use these contact bars. I do strip out the whole fuse assembly. There's a lot of little connections in there, quite high resistance. But the contact bar system, yes, it will introduce a little bit of extra resistance. It will slow the gun down just marginally, but I personally think it's worth it for the benefits of having a nice sliding system. It means your stock can move very easily. You don't have wires bunching up and then pulling out, and the chance for the connectors to pull off or whatever. It's a really nice little system. But these are a bit of an arse to solder onto. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. Now you can see here, I've just ground this down to the copper underneath. And that just helps with the soldering. It's a lot easier to solder onto the bare copper there. So first thing to do is prepare your wire. So we're going to be doing a Dean's adapter. So this is genuine Dean's Ultra wire, my wire of choice. And so we want to make sure that we can complete the solder join on the rod as quickly as possible. So once we've got the insulation stripped off, we're just going to put a dab of flux on. Now this is flux-filled silver solder, eutectic silver solder, but the flux in here is not enough for thick wire like this. I'm just going to turn the fume extractor on, so there'll be a bit of a noise in the background there. And there we go. Simple as that. So now we've got that, we're just going to wipe off the excess flux. That is a nice tinned end there. So what we're going to need, let's just turn off the fume extractor. I've got the soldering tip set to 460 degrees. I'd recommend at least a 60 watt soldering iron for this. We're also going to need a blowtorch. So what we need to do is heat up this rod. You cannot heat it up enough with just a soldering iron. Excuse me. So we are going to need to apply a little extra persuasion. So we're just going to try and heat up the whole end of this rod. And once we complete this solder join, we want it to be over as quickly as possible. So, bit of flux. And fume extractor on, quick as we can. Get that tinned, and then get our connector on. It's going to take a second to set because there's quite a lot of residual heat left in there. And we're good. You do have to be quick about it, so it does help to have everything ready to go and just get on there before you attempt this. So this rod is going to be hot, so I'm just going to chuck this over to the side in the vise. And there's one I did earlier. Right, so now that one's cooling down in the vise over there. You can see that is a nice strong join there. So we're just going to tidy up any tiny little sharp edges. Just give it a little, take off any little bits like that. And then this fits in there just like that. Now it's very, very, very important. This is being hooked up with a Spectre, so it's even more important to make sure you get the positive rod on the correct side. If you don't, it will burn out your Spectre instantly. You don't want that to happen. So check, double check, and triple check which way round these go. And yep, so when this is all in, the wire's just going to come up like this, and it's going to be able to sit with a Dean's connector on the end into the side of the stock. I shall show you. So it's going to sit just like this. We might even make this wire a little bit shorter, does not need to be long at all. Dean's connector in there, battery there, spare battery down there, job's a good one. So yeah, I hope that's helped, and if you need to get any advice on doing the Dean's soldering itself, I will do another video and upload it, and I'll chuck the link below when that's done. So I hope that's helped, and I'll see you next time.